I completed the Munimade canvas that I did an unboxing of a while ago. I had a fantastic experience with this. I started it on January 24th of 2025, and then I finished it April 17th, 2025. Now, as you can see, if you've watched my previous videos, this took an abnormally long time for me to finish, but that's because life be lifin', and I had to take more breaks than expected. But we got her done. This canvas is huge. It is 112 centimeters by 50 centimeters, which is 41.1 inches by 19.7 inches. This was the first time I had worked on a Munimade canvas, and I can say I am 100% impressed. The quality was amazing with this, and I will definitely be purchasing again from them because, oh my god, I loved how it was hand charted. I love the image. I love the color palette, and there's other ones on her website that just call to me. So I will be purchasing again. I do need to be a little bit more careful with my finances this year. So yeah, let's get into the full review. My name is Marissa. I make content about diamond art. I also like to talk about things. This is a square canvas. Isn't she stunning? Like, absolutely stunning. I love the color palette. I love how the drill's laid. Now, I was a little bit picky with what I laid down. I can see a few got through that have holes on them. I did have issues with a few of the drills that did have a lot of holes, but I didn't fear I was gonna run out of any of them. I do have some slight gapping. I am more of a lazy placer. Like, I enjoy the routine of placing versus actual perfect placement. So I do know that if you're particular about placement, I don't think you'd have the gapping that I do. I love the placement of the special drills. I think they did really good on choosing where they go. I do like that the way that the colors like blend. I'll bring it up so it's easier to see. Now up close, you could see the different colors that you needed to kind of single place to get this effect of the color grade change. I love how this was charted, because sometimes I feel like it can be so linear with barely any blending, and I just thoroughly enjoyed doing these ones. It kind of changed up the monotony of the big places where there was a ton of color blocking. So I think with the color blocking versus confetti versus where the special drills were placed and just how it was hand charted was amazingly done. I will 100% vouch for this company because of that alone and the drill quality. The glue was fantastic. I had zero issues with the glue. It was very evenly poured. It stuck very, very good. Let's go into the drills. I did use my Elizabeth Ward mouth off set to kit up in this. This is everything that I have left over here, and then this row here, and then this is the trash. Let me go over some of my favorite drills. Obviously, it's a lot of pinks, it's a lot of purples, and a little bit of blues. I do have to say the color of the sky, like up in here, it's got to be one of my favorite blues. I love those neutral tone colors, and sometimes they just get to me. So yes, you can see it a little bit better in the tray. It is obviously the blue tone, but it also has that like neutral color to it that I absolutely love. I will show you my daughter's favorite, which is one of the special drills, and I love the symbol for it. I don't know what it's called, so if you know what the symbol is called, let me know. I love ABs, but working with them sometimes is a pain in the ass. Just throwing that out there. So pretty. And then it did have a few ABs that were purple too. Like this one is a lighter purple. It's not as dark as the one I just showed you that my daughter's favorite. And then we have a pink right here, of course, is a favorite and a beautiful one. I don't remember if we had any like glittery, dusty ones. Yeah, I just see the ABs. And I wanted to show you this color just because it's bright, it's bubblegummy, it's amazing, and it's just called to me, and there wasn't very many of them, but look how pretty that Okay, so those were my favorite colored drills that I liked working with this. I mean, I could go on and on because honestly, I really enjoyed the whole color palette of this. She was $90, so she was a very expensive canvas. I do wish I splurged and got like the matching tray. I think I'm gonna do that next time just because I am interested in trying their trays too. And I do know that they normally have a waiting list. Let me know if I'm wrong on that, but I think since I enjoyed the canvas so much, I'd rather just splurge and get a matching, you know, tray. So, and then I do want to say that the clarity of the drill field itself of placing the drills was very clear. I didn't have to use the light board that you put under the canvas. Sometimes people use to help see better. I tend to use just overhead lighting and natural sunlight. So I didn't have any problems reading that at all. I haven't had any drill poppings at all. And then also, she's just big. I did have to like roll on the sides, and I did work on her sideways. So instead of like top to bottom like I would normally do, I had her placed lengthwise like this. So I did have to read the symbols sideways, and I would do like this and then do a row and then go up and up and up and up. I might show pictures through this of like the progress I made of working with her. So I did it all the way across. Like I said, she's like the size of my whole desk. I'll get a few pictures of her on my desk so you can kind of get an idea of how big she was. I'm sorry if it made you dizzy looking at her like that, but I just wanted to show her off. I am going to be putting her on my wall because she doesn't fit in any of my portfolios. I have 2 portfolios, both from Art Dot. I do want to expand my collection on that because I have a feeling over the next few years I'll be filling everything up real fast. I also like how she was, like I've talked about the rendering, but her actual like rendering compared to the picture, I'll throw the picture up if I remember on the screen so you can kind of compare it to, I felt like was very accurate. Like the colors, the blending, the sharpness, and like how you can tell the difference like with the tail here. Like you could see all of the differences. I felt like I was worried when I first saw her before I purchased. I don't think I mentioned this in the unboxing, but I was scared that this would get muddied up a little bit because it's so many purples and pinks, and I didn't know if that the shading would be done correctly to where you'd be able to see the differences of everything, and you can. It is so clear, and I absolutely appreciate that. So because she is a small shop, I do think that her prices are a little bit higher, but seeing the care and just the way it's done and the quality and the hand charting and all of it, I think it's worth it. I would definitely support her small shop. I like her marketing style. I love watching her YouTube videos. If I remember, I will post her, or I will link her YouTube too. Last I saw, because I have taken a little bit of a break, and she had gotten her own little, what is it called?
Company or something?
Company, building. Like she got her own little building to run her business out of. And I just, how happy she was and the pure joy emanating from the screen touched my heart. So yes, I will definitely be doing this again. And I don't think I mentioned, but it's Nine-Tailed Fox by Michelle Zia. Oh my god, I know, I'm awful. I think that's how I pronounce it. It is sold out right now. I finished it in April, and today is July 2nd.
Yeah, July 2nd.
So I am definitely a little behind on the review, but this is just what's still popping out into my head of how much I just enjoyed it. I am trying to dwindle down my stash a little bit before I start buying canvases again. And plus, I gotta save a little bit of money, and I did just splurge a little bit on a bunch of different containers and storage stuff. So I will be doing videos on that. I did use a couple gift cards and I had discounts, so I mean, it was worth it. I hadn't really gotten anything or been in the scene for a while, and there was a nice little break. I think I'm going to take a few pictures and maybe a few pan videos for you guys so you can see the whole completed image.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
thank you for watching, and I am so excited that I got to do this review. I have been holding out on making content for a little bit, but it was just kind of nice to get back into the game. I will see you guys in my next video. Once again, consider subscribing, and thank you for watching. Bye!